For months, everyone expected a simple, predictable launch. One event, two cameras, Standard and Pro, released side by side. But DJI didn't follow the script. Instead, the standard DJI Osmo Pocket 4 arrived first. A safe upgrade. Better processing, cleaner performance, but nothing that truly changed how people shoot. And quietly, something much bigger started building in the background. The DJI Osmo Pocket 4P. Now, with leaks, early sightings, and controlled teasers circulating, it's becoming clear this is the real story, and it could completely redefine what a pocket camera can be. Because this isn't just a pro version. This feels like a different philosophy. The biggest shift. A dual camera system. For the first time in the Pocket lineup, we are looking at a combination of a wide primary sensor and a dedicated telephoto lens. That might sound like a small change, but in reality, it transforms everything. Until now, pocket cameras were all about simplicity. You point, you shoot, and the stabilization does the rest. But zoom? That's always been the weak point. Digital zoom never really delivered. Cropping killed quality. But a true telephoto lens, especially with around 3x optical zoom, changes how you frame your shots entirely. Now it's not just about holding the camera at arm's length. It's about composition, depth, storytelling. You can isolate subjects, compress backgrounds, and create shots that actually feel cinematic, all from something that fits in your pocket. That's a huge leap. And it signals something bigger. DJI isn't just improving the Pocket series, they're expanding what it can be. Of course, video performance is expected to stay aggressive. High frame rates, flexible color profiles, and strong stabilization are all still part of the DNA here. But the Pro model seems to be pushing beyond casual use. This is a camera designed for creators who want more control, people who don't want to carry a full rig, but still expect professional-level results. And that shift shows up in other areas too. There are strong hints of a growing ecosystem, better accessory support, possible modular controls, and tighter integration with external gear. This suggests the 4P isn't just a standalone device anymore. It's part of a system. Something you can build around. Then there's the timing. All signs are pointing toward a June 2026 reveal. And based on how DJI typically operates, that likely means the product is already in its final stages, being tested by select creators, and refined behind the scenes. Which explains the confidence in these leaks. But here's where things get complicated. The price. The Pocket 4P is expected to land somewhere between $750 and $1,000. That's a serious jump from the standard model, and it changes how people look at it. This is no longer an impulse buy. It's a decision. And that decision comes down to one simple question. Do you want a camera that's good at everything, or one that tries to be exceptional at specific things? Because that's the split DJI has created. The standard Pocket 4 is reliable, easy, and efficient. It does what the series has always done, just a little better. But the 4P. It breaks that mold. It introduces real optical versatility, better creative control, and a shooting experience that feels fundamentally different. And that's why reactions are so divided. Some creators see this as the upgrade they've been waiting for, the moment the Pocket lineup finally evolves. Others are more cautious. They are questioning whether a device this small can truly deliver on a telephoto lens without compromise. And at that price point, expectations are high. Because once you get close to $1,000, you're no longer just competing with pocket cameras, you're entering a space filled with larger, more traditional systems. That's where things get interesting. Because if DJI gets this right, the Pocket 4P could blur that line completely. A device that's small enough to carry anywhere, but powerful enough to replace bigger gear in certain situations. And if they don't, it risks being seen as an ambitious experiment that didn't fully land. Either way, one thing is clear. People are paying attention. In fact, many are holding off on buying the standard model entirely, waiting to see what happens in June. And that says everything. Because when users stop buying and start waiting, it means they believe something better is coming. The Pocket 4P isn't just another release. It's a turning point. Not because it reinvents the category, but because it expands it. And depending on how it delivers, it might just change what we expect from a camera that fits in our pocket.